Are you looking to change your home TV to a fully immersive cinema experience like this? Well, today on Fix It with Fowler, I'm going to show you how to achieve this by installing some fancy LEDs. Let's see what you get in the box with this fancy LED 3 HDMI 2.1 fancy sync box. So the first thing you get is the user manual. Now normally I don't bother with that, but in this instance I think I'm going to need it. The next thing you get is the control box itself. You also get a power supply with different plugs depending on where you are in the world. You get a HDMI lead. You get some different clips for the back of the telly, and you also get the most important thing, which is some LED lights. With your kit you get 4 of these angled brackets, and they're designed to sit on the corner of your telly. You get some adhesive strips, and if you just peel off the cover of that first, you can then put that onto the back of your bracket like so, and then once you've got that into position, give your bracket a bit of a flex and ensure that it's moulded to the back of your TV. Once you're happy with the sort of shape, you can then pull off the other cover, and then you can put that onto the corner of your TV. So if you peel back the adhesive, line up the starting position of your lights, and then you can slot them in and then feed the supply cable round and through that groove. And now you can start to install your lights around the TV. So when you get to the corner itself, do the same thing, slot the lights in, and they actually bend round the corner, and that way it ensures that the lights sit nice and flat. Now you've got the lights running around the back of the TV, they're almost back to the start point. Now, as you can see on the screen, you've got these points here, which are the copper cut points, and you can cut at each one of these. What you need to do is line that up and select the nearest point to cut across. Now in this instance, it's this one here. If you was to cut it too long, doesn't matter, you can just trim it back. If you cut it too short, you can't add some on, so make sure you cut it in the right place. So to cut it, all you need to do is get some sharp scissors and cut across that line, and then that allows you to remove the rest of the sticky back plastic, line your lights up, hook them back into the corner and round and back onto the shelves, and that is the lights installed. Now to connect the box itself, I am actually going to mount this box on the TV, but for the purposes of this video I'm filming, it'd be easier to have it like this. So the first thing you need to connect is the LED strips. The next thing is your HDMI cable that's supplied with your fancy LED box. Plug that into a HDMI of your choice on the telly, and that goes into the HDMI output of the fancy LED box. The next thing you need to do is connect your input. Now that can be loads of different devices, an Xbox, a PlayStation 5, a Fire Stick, loads of things. I'm going to use a Fire Stick just for this demonstration. So I'm going to plug that into the number 1 port. If you've got multiple devices, you can plug them all into the remaining ports. The final thing to connect is the power supply. Now you get this box with a whole host of different adapters depending on where you are in the world. Now we're in the UK, so all you need to do is put on the right adapter, that presses into place and locks into position. You can then plug that adapter into the box and plug that into your power supply. Before you can actually use your LED lights, the next thing you need to do is download the app. Now there's a QR code in the instructions. If you scan that, that will take you to this page. You can choose then either the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you can download that to your phone. So the first thing it asks you on the app is which way have you ran the lights, from which corner. We've gone from the back of the TV on the right hand side around the TV, so we've selected that mode. The next thing you need to do is go to the sync mode, and this gives you a few options: the brightness of the LEDs and the diffusion modes. Now diffusion means how quick the lights react to the scenes within the telly, so you can select them accordingly to which you prefer. So we've got a few more options you can have with these LEDs, and the first thing is you can have different scenes. That means you can get these lights to do different set patterns. We've got things like a rainbow, we've got things like a fire, we've got a calming nature, fireworks, star, rain, atom, you name it, it's on there. There is actually 12 different set patterns, and with that you can alter the colours to suit what you like. The other option you've got is you've got a music tab, and you can select these lights to react to music, and depending on what you want, what sort of music you've got on, these lights will react differently to different sounds. So that would be a good feature if you're having a bit of a disco. So this is the view from the front of the TV. As you can see, around the telly looks really impressive. We've got multiple different functions that you can now see the full effect now the telly's in the right position. We've got things like a fire, we've got a rainbow, there's fireworks. Like I said, there's loads of different presets. But now let's see how good it looks when we're doing different things like watching movies or different scenes on TV. So as you can see, the lights react really well with the colours that are on the screen, and it's a really fluid motion. So the fancy LED system has no problem keeping up with high speed, top quality games, and it really gives you that immersive experience whilst playing and makes you feel part of the game itself. Have you subscribed to my channel? Well, if not, why not? I've got loads of great content on my channel. There's something for everyone, over 80 DIY videos and tool reviews. Now, if you're interested in getting some of these fancy LED lights, head down, look in the description, because I've got a link direct to their website, and I'm sure you'll find a set for you. So even with watching everyday programs or films, the other main advantage of this lighting system is it reduces glare and eye strain while you're watching TV. So I hope you found that video useful. As you can see, these lights are amazing, and I'm really pleased with them. Simple to install, not as expensive as others. So if you're after some, I've left a link to the website in the description. Head over and hopefully you'll find something you want.